another dome that is the Grand Army of the Republic Dome. This is the true Tiffany Dome in the Cultural Center here. And of course, this used to be the reason this is so ornate. Was the original Chicago Public Library. I always tell the story of after the Great Chicago Fire in 1871, when Queen Victoria from England, she heard about the Great Chicago Fire because the news spread worldwide. And she assumed that something England could do to help out Chicago was she assumed that Chicago lost their library in the Great Chicago Fire. The funny thing is Chicago didn't have a library. And so she donated thousands of her books from her own private collection to replace the books that she assumed were lost in the Great Chicago Fire. And Chicago had to build a library worthy of Queen Victoria's books that she donated, so they built this. It took them until the 1890s. It took them 20 years to finally get the capital to build this, but this was the original Chicago Public Library. And this Tiffany Dome was added in 1896 or 1898. It's the largest Tiffany Dome in the world. Thousands of glass pieces. And it's protected on the outside. There's a protective covering, but it allows light through here. And they just restored this. And you see how this is where you used to check out books. And we've shown this before. It has Egyptian hieroglyphics, Hebrew, Arabic. I think that's Chinese. It has Greek. All these amazing ancient writing, or still used writing systems from all over the world, except for hieroglyphics. And has names of all the Voltaire, Dante, Cervantes, Voltaire, Schiller, all the writers, Galileo. And this is where you would check out the books. Isn't that amazing? Yeah, Temple of Learning. This is the Cultural Center in Chicago. Look, there's Millennium Park. So there's the Bean of Chicago. This is Michigan Avenue. That's Washington Street, that intersection there. This is Randolph. So facing Randolph, between south of Randolph, north of Washington on Michigan Avenue is the Chicago Cultural Center. There's the Aon Tower, the old Prudential Building. There's a Blue Cross Blue Shield. After we'll get out of here, we'll go check out the Bean. It's a pretty mild day for March standards here. This is Millennium Park. This is the Chicago Cultural Center, and this is the world's largest Tiffany Dome. And like I said, historically, this was the Chicago Public Library. And look how beautiful it is here. Look at the grand entry, And happy Tuesday there. Sammy T, Michael, really Julie Reed there. We streaming okay? Yeah, the craftsmanship. I mean, look at the mosaic. Look at the detailed mosaics here. Thousands and thousands of tiles. They're glittering. And then thousands and thousands of stained glass all pieced together to make this dome here. And then this was used, if this looks familiar, if you saw the movie The Untouchables, there's the scene where the clown sings the opera there in Al Capone, and they used this, even though it was really the auditorium theater, they used this as the entrance for the theater in the Untouchable movies because it's such a photogenic backdrop for any movie, and this was, of course, here in the 1920s when Prohibition was going on, and it was used as a library at that time. So here we'll head across, we'll go to the Grand Army of the Republic side, and look at this side here with the clocks, and they got more writing systems here, and even the chandeliers here are just fabulous. So here, let's keep going here. I think I need to go down a level here. I think I need to